Hello everyone, my name is Adreden, and today I'm hoping just to do some modding in the afternoon. I have an unusual amount of time free today, so yeah, I don't know, we'll kind of see what I can get done here. Just shrinking this down so that I can see what I can see. It's not going to be anything too exciting. It's just going to be me doing sort of random modding stuff. So yeah, where to begin? I mean, I think at some point I wouldn't mind working on my factory thing, and let's see here. Zombie loot was one of the things I was working on last, because I kind of wanted to get, where is my notes? Modding notes. Zombies must drop loot is number 1. Nicholas, how's it going today? Whew. It is an unusual time. Yeah. Drama has the kids. It's perfect. I got like an hour maybe to stream, so I'm gonna, I don't know, do some streaming and some editing of my mod. So yeah, I just went for a run, so I'm a little bit tired. I'm gonna, you know, try to be entertaining and whatnot while I do this, but I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I take no offense if anyone has to go in between this stream. It's just, if you're not into coding or seeing the process, it's not necessarily going to be that interesting. Okay, so I've got to change it so that the corpses drop loot blocks, and hopefully something works for me. Now, I pulled this chunk of code, which is basically just says the corpse block is to be a core block 1 prefab, which I believe is the old prefabs. This is all from Alpha 16. So the Fun Pimps tend to leave most of their stuff in there. So Dan Phoenix, good morning, I assume. How's it going? Just doing some modding. And so yeah, anyways, I'm hoping that this will work. I don't really think I need this experience gain. I don't know. We're just going to try to append the whole thing in there and see what happens. So bam, bam, let's go. Gotta move my control thingamajig over here. So if you're new to modding, the easiest way is to just go directly into the game's XML files and just directly edit them right there. But what I tend to do is do the XPath sort of version, which is much better in my opinion. It's a lot more modular. I'm hoping for the future alphas it is all, you know, way faster as well. So so what I'm doing is I'm just going to put a insert after. That means the XPath is going to look through all the different nodes in the well, let's say the where actually, there it is. Let's see here, zombie template mail, there we go. Each one of these is like a node, what they called in XML, and so it just like searches through them until it finds the one that we're going to define, which is going to be this one here. So XPath slash entity classes slash entity. And if you guys have any questions at any time, please feel free to ask. You know, I was thinking about doing this kind of stuff without sound, but the opportunity hasn't really arisen, so I haven't. Feel a sneeze coming on. So what this is right here is, this is just a little thing that searches for a name, and we're looking for zombie template mail, and that is that. Then we're searching for a property, property, and we're looking for a certain property. Excuse me. Let's see which one we're gonna actually look for. Loot drop. Okay. Because I believe I'm leaving this one in there. So if I simply copy that and go, is that a name or a value? It must be the name. Name equals this. Bam. That. Then, yeah, that's good. And then what are we doing? We just want to insert it right after that. So I think that's good. Sometimes I get a little bit confused with the insert after thing, but I don't know why. Just sort of messes with me every now and then. Yeah. Boom. So this here tag, if you don't know anything about coding or XML or HTML, that is a tag there that just says to close off this node. And so, bam, we just do that. Now, I don't know if this is going to work. I'm hoping it does. Corpse block. So what should probably happen is, because this here, the top line, is set XPath, the value of drop probability is normally 0.02, which is pretty low. I said it's 1, which means it's always going to happen, ideally. That will hopefully drop a loot bag and probably a core block, but I'm not quite sure how to make it also do the whole loot inside that one. Probably have to redefine a whole thing in the loot XML. I don't know. We'll see. At some point we will get to like testing it and showing stuff in game, but you know, just want to do like a little bit of coding here first. Just gonna take a drink of my beverage. Okay, so this is kind of the stuff I've been doing for the last couple weeks, just sort of in my background time. Let's just double check that, shall we? Go block that. Chances 1. Experience gain probably from harvesting the dead body. I don't know. We'll play around with that a little bit and see what goes on. Anybody knows, let me know. No problem, Dan. Prep for it! Hello! The node code. Got it. Yep, that's right. Okay, so then we save that. And I think that's right. Let me just check. This was a reference over here. That item. So what I'm checking on the other screen that you can't see is this is something that Spheri wrote up, and I just use it as a reference. Most of the ones I've memorized, but yeah, I just wanted to double check that it's insert, no space, capital A, insert after. So bam. That should be good. And oh, I should check to see if it also has any sort of, sorry, just some carbon dioxide coming up. Crap, where'd it go? Okay, yeah, it just ends right there and then it just puts it right in. Beautiful. Okay. I think that's all good. So then I would just bring up my modded 7 Days to Die, which I've attached into Steam. So play, and let's see if it works. I mean, it may not work. Generally I hit the F1 button so that we can see all the things that are loading or not loading. There's a lot there, but it didn't work. You can usually see what sort of mods and stuff. Each one of these is a different modlets that's trying to load. For my mod, I'm going to probably compile them all down into one sort of thing, and then if people want certain things, they can ask me for them. Yeah, because I've got everything mostly modularized, but it is slightly tweaked towards my mod, so I might just untweak it towards my thing. I've got to take out some of these ones. Like this is an early version of some of the club stuff that I've got going on, some of the melee stuff. So anyways, it's still in the folder, but I got to take it out. And noisemakers. If you've been playing Ravenhearst, it's sort of like an alarm clock, but it's something that I was working on instead of an alarm clock. I just haven't actually gotten through to it yet, but I actually took a look at the code, the implementation of the alarm clock, and it's actually looking pretty simple. I was thinking I might need to record some sounds for it or something, because I think that'd be kind of fun. Okay, don't get banned if it rains loot bags. No kidding, right? Yeah, that's something that sounds like Anthem would do to you. It's also kind of nice because I can just stop and read. I don't have to worry about zombies killing me. There isn't like one compiler to pre-run the files to check for syntax error. Yeah, there is. If I was to use the SDX editor, which I could compile everything through there, I just don't need to. But anyways, it would double check all the code, and for the most part it catches almost everything. Sometimes the localization file just doesn't work well. I've got a whole localization thing going. I need to work on that though. Got my morning coffee, says Dan Phoenix. Awesome. Yeah, and so but for the most part, I mean, I'm used to just checking it myself, and most of the time it works fine. Anyways, we're gonna continue the mod testing game. And this is where I get to see if I've goofed up, because it'll show up nice and red. Sometimes it just shows up yellow if it's not a complete screw up, but most of the time I'm pretty good with these things. It's just, you know, it's taken me months to get good at modding this, but and I left the XML stuff to last because, I mean, it was one of the things that I knew was doable. The most doable, because most people do XML editing, so there's a lot of information out there, so I kind of left it to the very end to learn some of the intricacies of it, and I still don't know everything, but you know, learned quite a bit. Okay, well, it looks like it may just load. Wonderful. Uh-oh, we've got a zombie near us. Oh, what the hell? Oh yeah, that's right. I was exploring this thing here. Gotta get out of here. Oh no. Let me just do this. Cause and turn that off. So this is the house with all the boars in it, with the big old one in the back there. And yeah, she's a bit of a pest. Oh yeah, I've redone some of the spikes, guys. Let me see here. Yeah, so that's just a normal iron spike. But if you were to break it... No, we're not going to show that part. Anyhow, we won't do that part. But I've got a bunch of stuff... Hi. Hello? Okay, let's use the Thagomizer and just test this out. Hi. They're gonna come right through here. My game feels slightly laggy again. I don't know what it is. I changed some of the settings, so I've also been adjusting the headshots so they aren't quite as powerful as they were. But each weapon is a little bit different, so I think... You know, I don't think that guy's dead. And that is the beauty of guppies, guppy curs, random getter-upper, man, because you're just like, is it dead or is it not dead? Okay, so loot. I also want to adjust the loot, because the loot, like I was saying this morning, is sort of tweaked so that it is going to give you good loot, like really good loot, like steel and stuff all the time, because it was set to be really, really rare. So, yeah. Where are all you zombies? Man, man. Must be on the other side of the house. Yeah. Oh, there's one. And another one. Well, let's go say hi, shall we? Come on, squish through the little roof spot there. Come on. And, oh, we missed. So, I've tweaked it so that, like, they don't take a whole crap ton of damage on most of their body. If you want to kill them, you're going to want to smash their heads. I don't know that the loot thing is definitely working, but the corpse dropping isn't working. So if anything isn't working for too long, I'm just going to ignore it. And we'll move on to other things, because I'm not going to spend forever doing everything here. No. Okay. Yeah, definitely needs coffee to live. You gonna come on through? So, one of the things you may notice is, just like in Ravenhearst, I'm getting nails when I break wooden things. Now that is a feature of Keladon's Get Nailed mod, which I have included because, you know what, I kind of like it. I liked it when they did it in True Survival a long time ago, and I still like it. It sort of gives the game a little more flavor to build things, so... Oh, I'm so loaded of stuff. No, turn that off. Get off there. Just get out of my inventory. Scrap. Get out. So these were all for testing things. One of the things I've changed was I added, let's just see here, spikes. So let's say you're in a hurry, right? Okay, so normal iron spikes cost 4 iron to build them, right? Now, that's fine. But let's say you don't have 4 forged iron, or you just want to build some kind of simple spikes. What I did, for now anyway, is I made it so you could just craft the lower levels of spikes for cheaper. Basically the repair cost to get them all repaired back up. Did I get these off of the things? Oh, I hope so. Hope that's working. That'd be good times. I'm just gonna get rid of this crap that I don't need. Yeah, so anyway, so now, if you want, you can craft... It's kind of like you're crafting spikes, like, really quick, you know? You're not bothering straightening them, you're not bothering to make sure things are square, you're just sort of putting it all back together and just, you know, a quick, dirty thing like that. And then, of course, it's just to repair it, you repair it once with 1 more iron, and 2, that costs the same amount as a normal spike that you would just build. I don't know, I just figured a little more flexibility would be kind of interesting. And then also did the same thing with, which guys is it? Yeah, the wooden spikes. So they only cost like 5 to craft the really broken down version of them as well. So like, you know, they're pretty crappy. It's like you just sort of just threw them together. I don't know. My thought is, and then of course, yeah, it takes the equivalent amount to make a full one out of, you know, as you repair it. I don't know. Kind of an interesting thought. Gives people more freedom, maybe? I don't know. What do people think? Lol. I need to kick my lazy arse back to coding. Over 1 year have passed since I wrote a line of code. Oh, wow, so it's been a year since you wrote code? It happens. I mean, you can go a year without writing anything. Yeah. Dan says, I should give you a link to a modlet that has working jail doors. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. If people want that in my mod, let me know where it's from, like who it's from, and I'll get their permission to include it, and then go from there. Because I don't know that I'm going to do every mod that anybody ever passes me, because I kind of got to try to figure out what I want in my mod. I've got a bunch, but not, like, everything. Michael Matic? I don't know, I don't know, probably. It says, hey Adreden, I don't get to catch your morning streams, I just wanted to say hi. And I've been enjoying your Ravenhearst 5 series. Awesome, thank you. Yeah, I really like the series so far. I like the fact that I'm finally able to, like, fight the zombies and not feel like I'm totally, I don't know, not getting anywhere. Yeah. So also, if you guys can notice these little red bushes, those are a bush that I've added into the game. They don't have much functionality yet, but I'm hoping to add more with an SDX mod probably after the initial release of this, so, but that's going to be some time. Yeah, rush job spikes, exactly. Rush job spikes, because, like, you know, and they're cheaper, right? But they're not going to last as long. Like, if you build these crappy broken one down ones for 5, they're pretty bad. On the other hand, the other thing I was thinking of is if you look at these big spikes. Oh yeah, I also added back the old spikes and all of the other old spikes, the log spikes, including the steel ones, the reinforced ones. You can build any old level you want. And I added a stainless steel version too. Though it's only taken forged steel. If I ever get chromium into the game, then I'll do that too. So there's that. Get out of my inventory. Just get out. Get right out. I don't even need you in there. So yeah, you can build all these good ones up. Like that guy, remember him? And this one, yep, back in the game. So there you go. Most of the code was actually already there, it's just like including the recipes, so. Yeah, there's that. What else? What else? So I don't know, I added all the spike stuff in yesterday. I don't know, we'll see if it's good or not. There'll be a bunch of testing going on at some point. Yeah. So many, yeah, things I've added. It's kind of weird to even think about it all. But, so I'm including more stuff than I would have, because I was going to go and just make this a straight up quick and easy melee mod, but like I said, the melee modlet is already out, so that kind of blew my plans out of the water. But yeah, these little red bushes don't seem too bad. They're not too common, but I might lower them down a smidgen more. And ultimately, I don't want them in this biome. I want to create a special biome for them. But for now, that's it. Oh, hey, it's this building. We just did that this morning in Ravenhearst. That was awesome. Okay, oh, we don't have creative mode on. Let's see here. Is the phosphorus tubes in? Phosphorus tubes. These are something I added in Alpha 16, and now it seems like Ravenhearst has them as well, though theirs are different. Mine are meant to be more like lights. They're really small, but they're basically just like little tritium-based tubes. I don't really want to divulge all the secrets yet, but oops, that's the wrong button. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, the drop mesh is wrong. Oh, gotta add that to the modding list. Let's see, where do I want to add that? That's the one. Yeah, let's add that here. That would be false tubes need correct drop mesh. Bam. Okay. Unable to save some images. Yeah, I don't really care. Don't care. Thanks. Yeah, so as I'm going through and testing, I'm just sort of adding things to my list, and you know, at some point I'll go back. Well, no, I am going back right now because I want to try to get all the XML edits and stuff in first, and then maybe get some people playtesting. That way, you know, I can edit all that stuff. And then kind of change and balance things a bit before I add in the sort of last little bit. Like the end game kind of stuff that I wanted to add in. Okay, maybe let's find some more zombies. I don't know, what have you guys seen? Yeah, I don't know, I don't want to like show off all the features. I don't want too many people like scooping them up, and after like a melee mod was, or modlet was released a little bit, like if I don't keep some of my stuff a little bit close to myself here, then it may end up getting released as modlet, and then it's just like, I don't know, but I do want to be open about it. But I definitely, after I release it, I'm gonna feel a lot more, oh, it's a wolf, a lot more open about those things. Now, in theory, there's also some, let's see here, I don't even know. Yeah, I've got both versions of my sword in here. Also, the melee plank is in right now. That wolf, in theory, will kick our butt. No ammo? No, I don't think so. That's not a real gate. Okay, well anyways, I don't really need to go in here anymore. We're gonna find some more zombies. Yeah. Ethan, how are you today? Yeah, so this is that red bush. It's a red Burberry. Though I need to go into Unity, and so maybe we'll do that too today. We'll see how everything is. But the collider is goofy. Like, it's off to this one corner. Is that the northwest top corner? Like, it's kind of bizarre. So I'm gonna have to add a proper collider to it, so you can pick it up like every other plant. I remember that kind of stuff happening in Alpha 15 and 16 and True Survival and a couple of other mods. Not to pick on True Survival, but it's one of the ones I've played the most of. So, but yeah, I don't know. Right now, they just kind of add some more spice to the landscape, I guess. I don't know, but they're gonna have a good purpose later on. So we'll see. If you've been with the channel for a long time, then you know what they're kind of for. But if you can remember, I don't know. Yeah, this is my sword. Fine, make me go into free cam mode. My green shoes. I'm decked out in some pretty fun stuff, eh? This is the one that D-Bat redid for me, and he made it a little bit longer and made it sort of transparent, added some Damascus stuff to it. Anyway, that's sort of the main sword there. But then, yeah, we also have a club and my normal sword, which is, yeah, as you can see, it's fairly small in comparison. I don't know if it feels that way in real life or not. It doesn't seem that small in real life, but whatever. And then this is a wood plank, which I'm not quite sure. I want to kind of get rid of it and see. I think I got that from something else, but let's see if that will work. One of the other things I want to do is I need to get it so that these are getting the right things. They're supposed to drop a stick, but they're not dropping sticks. We might look at that too. Bam. Where are all the zombies? Did I turn off their AI? No, there we go. So yeah, I'm gonna have to look more into the... Bam. I don't think he's dead. Not dead. Shark. Okay. See, that the loot always seems like a bit too high. Like, it's just a bit much, you know? Yeah, and I don't really recall seeing anything like loading incorrectly. Failed to load some of those, but then in here there's nothing really wrong. It just must be not reading the tags correctly or something. I don't know. I must just be ignoring them. Uh-oh. Well, let me just go check the door, guys. I apologize. I don't know what's going on. Enjoy, where is it? This guy. There, enjoy that. Be right back. Back. Just about got snuck up on by a zombie. Game stream. There we go. Yeah. People wanted to come over and be the kids, but they're not here, so. Just got out of school, says Ethan. Okay, cool. Some shrubs look like zombies. Those red bushes look like bears. Yeah, actually, that's kind of true. They do. Kind of from afar, eh? Or little boars or something. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, that's those. So yeah, the zombies dropping loot is working just freaking fantastic. Now I just need to figure out how to get them more to drop corpses. Like, if I can't figure it out, maybe Kane can help me, because he definitely did gore blocks in Darkness Falls, so I don't know. Oh yeah, we have so much other, like, respirocytes. Let's get the dose. Alright, so if you're running and jumping, you pretty much run out of your stamina like that, right? Doesn't take very long. So one of the things I've added, because this was going to be more of a melee mod, but I also want it kind of set more in the future. I guess my thought is it's going to be like, I don't know, 10, 15 years in the future. So I don't want it to be like crazy high-tech, but a little bit high-tech. New little innovations. One of the things I've been working on for like the last decade or two is something called respirocytes. And they basically allow your blood to carry a lot more oxygen than normal. So I'm going to start off the player with a small dose of respirocytes. This is basically a child's dose, as you can kind of see by the there's like a little red child down in the bottom corner there, like a child with a red little thing. I don't know. It's like a. I looked at a number of like kids' cough medicines and stuff, and they have like little cartoony kids in there. So I was like, sure, let's do that. Goodbye. I gotta balance a lot of the weapons out too, because they're some of them are a lot the same. Oh yeah, see, you can see also. Oh wow, okay. This one obviously does a lot of damage because it's sort of like a special weapon, but ideally hitting them in the chest won't cause them to get hurt. Okay, so you see how I'm like really quite tired. But I'm going to start off the player with something called respirocytes, and I want a whole different animation and other things going on for that. Anyhow, now, it's sort of like a hidden perk. Now, I won't lose nearly as much stamina. Now, I'm trying to balance this so that it's a little bit more like starting was in Alpha 16, like not... Like, you can't go crazy, but you do... It's not as bad as Alpha 17, is the gist. And it was way overpowered. Like, and what I've done is I've actually created 3 different types. There's the military version, the civilian version, and the child's version, right? And basically once you get up to like these 2 versions, it's pretty, pretty strong. If I go, this is how to get rid of one. It basically like kills the respirocytes off. But this one here brings it back up. Yeah. Kind of makes it instantaneously like you can just run forever. So that's nice. I like that. Jumping is, you know, doesn't ultimately drain a whole lot. You can jump a whole lot more. And then the military version is a little bit insane. And who knows where this technology will actually take us? We don't really know. So, we'll see. Unique Goddess! How's it going? On late, I see. Yes, indeed. I have a bit of free time. And I wanted to do some modding, so I'm doing that. Let's do also something interesting here. Not that. And Ethan says... Do I have multiple PCs or a PC with more than 1 monitor? I have a PC with 2 monitors. I've got, yeah. Ever since I did my computer science degree and was able to access computers with 2 monitors on them, I can't I can't go back to having one monitor. It's so strange. And even tiny monitors are just like, ah, it's so small. But hey, you know, it is what it is. So I've got two very large monitors, because that is the easiest way to do things. Yeah, the gore block is just needs to be turned back on in block stock. Oh. Ah, yes, yes. Thank you, Dan. That makes a whole lot of sense. We can do that in a moment here. I wasn't really sure if I was going to show this particular thing off, but let's kill those off, and let's get rid of some of this junk on us. Man, why do I got so much junk? Stainless steel. Oh yeah, here's the stainless steel spike. Junk. There it is. And I don't know how much it hurts. Because I haven't really tweaked it. It's sort of just a... Oh. Ow! But I could also put on special buffs and stuff too on it. We'll see. I don't know. But that the texture and everything is working for the block, so it's... looks pretty good, I thought. Yeah. Anyhow, and one of the other things that I thought is fun with this mod, and usually works pretty well, is this. I don't know if I kind of don't want to show this, but I kind of do, because it's really neat. If you were just starting off the game and didn't have another option, you know, it takes a couple of moments to be free from some zombies, you can do this. Oops, God mode on. You can take that, and here it is. Now, I know lots of people who are new, like, have been with the channel, have seen this for quite a while now, but come on, where are they all? Zombies. There's one, two. Now we can go whap and smash them with signs. This guy's not dead, by the way. He's just sort of temporarily timed out. What is with that? Oh, I have to tweak that too. There must be a stick here. Yeah, there it is right there. So I'm going to turn that off. I guess I just haven't finished turning it or fixing the prefab. So what I was doing when I was testing, because the other option that I wanted to have was, say that you were just running around, you could also look on the ground for sticks. So this is a stick. This is actually D-Bat's favorite walking stick, apparently. So he may change the look of it at some point. But now, what we can do is you can take this stick, ideally... What time is it? Oh boy. Let's just adjust the time back, because nighttime is actually kind of scarier in my mod. Despite the fact you get headshots, the zombies can actually see incredibly far in my mod. Kind of like death mode in Max Fox's version. Anyhow, so now, yeah, you can find sticks on the ground and pick them up and use them as weapons. So yeah, there's that. Though I think I might have to increase the size of this particular one. It's a bit small looking. And yeah, there's lots of little fun things like that, which I thought was fun and cool. And we want to go back over here because I don't know if any of these houses have actually got that change on it. And I think I've shown this before on a mod when I was doing my mod stuff, but I've also got... Nope. See this guy here. We'll just move you. Use our spike. Ah! We can actually even sharpen this one. This guy down here has a recipe for a sharpened stick, but I've got to actually change the icon. But we can turn it into a sharpened stick. Run! Yeah, definitely need to change the icon. And now it's got a point on it, right? So that's sort of the idea there. So smash them with this sharpened stick as well, so... Oh, you jerkbag. You're not dead, are you? Yeah, but yeah, you dropped loot, that's right. There we go. Dan says, I edited that to turn them off in Darkness Falls. Oh, okay, cool. My friend Mustafa 4K? Hi, how's it going? Been busy looking for a new place. Oh, okay. You have been? Got us? Ah! Yeah, see, the animation doesn't quite match the size of this particular one. Wow. Yeah, loot. I have to go through and just like crank that down a lot because it is set for like rarely getting loot, and it is not what I want. It might be fun for like, you know, just blasting through the game, but I don't know that I really want that. Anyways, in some of the prefabs I've changed it so that you could, in theory, run across bikes. My explanation for this has been that in my house I've got 3 bikes, and most people have probably 1 bike in their house. So now you can go up and pick up the bike, as if you kind of would in real life, and tra-la-la-la-la, boop. There we go. And now, whatever kind of bike that was, we get. See? Now there's a bike. We basically just took that person's bike. Because, in my opinion, I don't know, they're likely to be around a lot more in the apocalypse, right? I don't know, it's going to require a little bit of balancing, because as is, you know, it just changes the whole flow of the game, right? Finding a new house is very stressful. Yes, it is. Having to move sucks. Anyhow, goodbye, bike. Other than that, I'm good. Cool. We are good. The kids are at grandmother's house, so that is good. Yeah, it's quite nice. There we go. I think, though, some weirdness is happening with my game, because yeah, I'm getting multiple signs when I'm picking up one sign, so I gotta fix that. I don't quite know what's going on with that. You know what? I bet you we could wear these and wear all this. Oh, I've also got whatever, don't care. And we even wear those. So how fast can we move now? Pretty slow. But I bet if we were to take the military version of the respirocytes, we would be pretty good. Resp. I gotta fix the icon too. I don't know what I'm gonna do to make it look more military-like. Oh, there's so many different options there. Don't quite know. Anyway, we're gonna take a drink of that stuff. Now this stuff should let me just basically operate. Oh yeah, you can also see how like fast I am, because it's got a movement bonus, because I figure with more oxygen in all your cells, you know, you're gonna have more energy to do stuff. So anyhow, there's that. You know, basically creating super soldiers. But I don't have a POI for that one yet either. That'll be another POI I want to make, which is going to be like an expanded military base. Ooh. But your body works a lot better with oxygen. So there you go. Yeah, basically it is going to be like endgame, and I ultimately I want to scale everything so that, you know, after you get something like this, it's a lot more hardcore in the game anyway, just because of the game stage, right? Should be way harder. I don't know. It's my thoughts there. I know. Thoughts, guys? Yeah, so once I sort of iron out these last few things on my list here, I hope to update my server and get some people on there to sort of test it, and then I'll keep working on it and try to, you know, release that sort of tested version. Yeah, so that's that. Military version of liquid. It's respirocytes. So respirocytes are like a nanotechnology that are kind of like, well, there's different versions and different technologies. The version I think I was going to go for was like basically a, what is it, not chlorofluorocarbon, is it? Is that what it's called? Well, it's a fluorine-based molecule, kind of like the stuff in the Abyss. I don't know if you've seen the Abyss, but it allows you to, it binds oxygen, and generally it binds it like 1,000 times more effectively than normal stuff. Oh yeah, we got other bats and stuff too. We don't have to just use this Thagomizer. Could also use the Dark Mist bat. Let's just get rid of that. Get out of here. So this is Dark Mist's bat. She is another YouTuber that I often play with, and yeah, we don't have anything for Hal. I don't know, but I don't know. Maybe one of these days we'll figure something out. But anyways, this bat made as a iconic weapon for her. I was gonna add some s'mores in the game for, you know, reasons of sort of similar things of somebody I used to play with, and he still is around on the channel and stuff, and people will remember him. So as a YouTuber, not a big one, but you know, if you watched his channel, you were there for him. So, boom! Oh yeah, gotta scale these weapons a bit. Oh, let's do this guy. Let's get you. It feels really good to have this much power at the end of the game. Though, you know, it is day 1 right now, but like I said, I've got to scale the progression and scale the looting, all that kind of stuff. But that's sort of gameplay tweaking, and yeah, if the people who have released mods, of course, have that kind of advantage because they've already done all that stuff. At least once. Yeah. Yeah, and there's other things I want to add to the game too, with like genetic engineering and things like that. You know, the Respire sites are pretty simple nanotechnology. They're not building anything. They're kind of just like a nanomaterial. Kind of you just inject into your blood, and it's often, you can often read about it in like Wikipedia and stuff as something called like artificial blood or blood substitute kind of thing. Yeah. Hey. Make the icon black with skull. Oh, I see what you're saying. Tis Buddha. Hi, by the way. Hi. The icon black with skull and bones. So this one here, though. So there's one that is supposed to be like necrotized cells, so they're black right now, and that they're sort of meant to be like to kill off these cells. So that's just a thought. And then yeah, these ones are supposed to be the military grade ones. Not quite sure what. Yeah, if it was like black skull and bones maybe in the background, that could work, because it would sort of fit. I might try that to get myself drawing some stuff. What other weapons do we have? Is there anything else that we could... See, I was really wishing that the sticks would fall off the trees, but that's another tweak that I just need to keep working, because it works on some things, but not really those, so don't know why. And of course they have the probability of dropping as loot, but you just never know. It's kind of just like how it is. I'm gonna drop a bunch of stuff here because, oh yeah, that was another thing I'd changed, is that each version of these changes and unlocks a different number of slots. So you can you know, have a different amount available to you. Nope, don't even try it. Boom. But anyways, if we kill them off, we're not nearly as powerful. And we're already encumbered because we've taken away a whole huge number of our inventory bits. So I don't really need those. Those are just for testing. Yeah, so now if we hit with this, it'll probably still be pretty hard, but I don't think it'll be... Yeah, they don't go flying nearly as much. So that's good. Yeah, I have to keep tweaking that a bit. Toss these signs out of my inventory. Get out of here, signs. Yeah, so that's that. There's more tweaking to do with that, even some afterwards. Here's the link of that guy I was talking about. Okay, I don't see it for some reason, but maybe it's in my Discord. I'm not sure. Craftable items like acid. I used Guppy's acid mod, actually. So basically, you'd have to kill a cop. Because they've got... You know, they spit acid. And then they drop a loot container. And you get this item bile duct. Right? This is something that Guppy came up with. And I was going to do something similar in mine. But yeah. I hadn't really thought about putting it in the cop. But it makes sense. So I like his idea, and I'm just going to go with it. Yeah, let's get rid of this weapon. It is very powerful. Let's go back to the good old, just a random stick. There we go. And let's actually sharpen that stick. Recipes, sharpened stick, craft. Man, I can't believe I forgot to make an icon for that. Such a simple icon, too. Oh well. There. Craft items event. Ever think of cybernetic enhancements like Fallout New Vegas? I've definitely thought about them. Absolutely. Oh, here's something we can check out too. Now, the problem with the cybernetics isn't so much in the game mechanics. You can easily just sort of tweak, say the run speed or the jump, the smashing, the climbing, I think, too. That's all totally fixable. The problem comes in that it won't ever look very good unless there's an SDX patch for that. Or the Fun Pimps add support for custom clothing meshes, which I kind of feel like they're not gonna, just based on nothing other than what EA is doing. EA, of course, has got cosmetic things you can buy for your games. So if the Fun Pimps unlock that to everybody, then my thought is they won't be able to do as much sort of microtransactions or DLC. Now don't quote me on that, it's just a guess out of nowhere. There's a farmer. But you know, it sort of fits the current climate. So yeah. Sorry, just had to clear my throat. Hopefully that didn't come through. Bam. This one might not be strong enough to deal damage to their chest. Ow! Yeah. Ow! There's someone behind me too. The Respirocytes also increase your healing just a smidgen. Kind of based on, like, you know, microbes, anaerobic microbes. Anaerobic? Yes, anaerobic microbes. Don't like as much oxygen, and thus, yeah, I definitely gotta tweak the loot down. We might have to go do that soon. Make it harder for those bacteria to live, which makes it easier to heal. And having tissues able to have more oxygen or have more energy so they can heal better. So I don't know, I've tweaked that as well. But right now that's not going to affect us because we are just our normal self because we took the killing ones off. Yeah. So anyway. Oh yeah, we have this option too. If you find these in the game, they are also signs. They're just the condemned signs. To me, they kind of look like two pieces of rebar. So ideally this will work. We'll probably get... We have no signs on us. Oh yeah, I also wanted to show you, because recipes, bottle of acid. You can turn this into a bottle of acid. I don't know if I would add glass to this, like a glass jar, or maybe plastic bottle, or a plastic scrap. I don't know. Anyhow, but I am going to release what I'm doing right now as a modlet at some point. Right now it's all tweaked for my game. I should add plastic scrap to that too. Anyhow, then you get these rebar clubs. Well, they're not clubs, they're just rebar. Thank you. Hello? I am really over encumbered. Good God. Get out of my inventory. Man. Duct tape, sword. Bam! Good. I think I've actually been through this building in this world just while I was testing it. Maybe not. Okay. I guess there's nobody here. Anybody in the washroom? Nope. Fine. We'll get out of there. But yeah, I mean, I think we are sort of... I'm just trying to finish up this mod, and then I'm going to release it, so... Me and DBat have done a lot of work on it. It took me a long time to make this because I spent a lot of time learning how to do 3D modeling, and I learned some new stuff in Unity that I didn't know before. So where that? Which one has worse mobility? Oh, they're both equally strong. Okay. Where are ya? I hear ya. There you are. Now, this one should be able to get thrown onto the ground. Or, not thrown onto the ground, but... Why do I keep searching these? That's an even better question. Where? Oh, yeah, sure, whatever. No, we want to wear that one. Get out of here, Iron Helmet. Can we put this on the ground? Yeah, we can. So, in certain places, you can find these just, like, lying down on the ground. Like, ideally construction sites and the wasteland. You can find these things just laying on the ground. And if you were running around away from a zombie, you could, in theory, pick them up and use them to beat the zombies to death. So, that's that. Man, I don't know. There's lots of stuff okay, cool. Thank you, Dan. Lots of stuff I've added in the mod. I think, like, you know, I was worried there wouldn't be enough, but there actually is a fair bit of stuff and some things that are really quite a bit different to the game. So, and it's only, you know, it's not, I'm not even going to call this version 1, because it's hardly where my vision is. It's just part of my vision, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I still got to figure out a lot of stuff about the mod launcher. Got to put it on GitHub or some sort of repository site and go from there. Yeah, so there's that. Ugh, so tired without my Respira sites. This is vanilla Alpha 17 stamina right here. Which is why I want to give the player a little bit of something with the other stuff. Anyway, let's get rid of those. Yeah, let's go try to enable the gore block. Burmy is playing it as well, or Ravenhearst as well. Bam! Now, I don't know that I finished the sharpened version of this, but in theory, I will create a sharpened version of this one as well. You're not dead. Don't pretend to be dead. And some of these weapons, like, won't have a whole lot of damage potential, but they will be better than using your fists. So, ideally that's sort of the way that will work. But then you can do other fun things, like get mods, like the fire axe. Woo. Or the shovel. Now, I've shown this off before, too. Or someone was mentioning a hoe earlier on my stream this morning. Now, these ones can't actually be done with that, and have I actually added in the resin? I have not added in resin yet. Zomzyme resin, but that's a whole other thing. Add fiberglass resin. Oh, also a welder and welding texture. Okay. Yeah. So there's lots of little things that I need to do, but so this doesn't actually have everything in it, or maybe there's something missing. But yeah, right now it's all just like me getting everything sort of what, I don't know, finalized, because like these are like custom models and stuff. So anyways, what you could do in theory is either weld together two pieces of rebar, or you could glue them together with like fiberglass resin, or maybe some other kind of resin. Oh wow, I just stock mod for me? That's pretty crazy. Yeah, and then once we get to that point, you can do mods on these things, like put a backhoe head on it. So like that. And so now this one doesn't look quite right, but you know, I tried to make it work right. But so now you can make it into a small backhoe or a hoe, or you could modify. Oh, we gotta take this guy frickin' off over here. Turn it into an X. Anyhow, that's sort of how that all works. Yeah. So I don't know. I hope it feels like a fun new open way to kind of play. All in all, I wasn't even going to show off all the things, but I guess I did. Okay. Anyway, I'm a little bit behind on chat, aren't I? Sorry, guys. I think you did not know about that. Okay, cool. I'm not quite sure what I was talking about back then. That was 15 minutes ago. Good God, am I slow in chat some days. Craft Bottom's like, yeah, that's right. Cool. Well, I'll take a look at those mods for sure, and I'll see what he's got, and if he doesn't mind, if they're in a pack or not. Cybernetic enhancements. So I haven't actually played Fallout New Vegas, but I am a huge fan of Cyberpunk. I love Deus Ex, and yeah, just cybernetics in general. So I definitely want to add those eventually. Not right for this mod right now. You've eaten military food? That's why I suggested skull and crossbones. Okay, I see. Ideally, those things will be injected into your blood, but you know, there's no like good way to. Or maybe the, I don't know. What happens if I do this? What does this look like? That's just the same animation for the blood draw kit. I would have thought there'd be something cool for that, but guess not. Guess not. Well, whatever. But yeah, so at some point I'll get some people to playtest a bit and tell me where things are missing and stuff, because that's sort of where I'm at. We're pretty close right now. Oh, so tired. The blood loss probably doesn't help. The ragdoll effect. Yeah, the ragdoll effect is pretty cool. Oh, I also want to add custom entities at some point. I'll probably first start with maybe a few custom zombies. I'm not going to go as crazy as CB mod. And Skippy also does a whole bunch of crazy stuff with his. Probably won't do that. You never know. You never know. Maybe. Oh, this good old place. Yeah, I remember this place. But, you know, some. And then I want to add a bunch of custom 3D models, which I will figure out how to do. Because I haven't done animations in Unity yet, but I don't know. I'm up for it. I want to learn it. So that'll be kind of fun and cool. In the forum, they gave in to having lockpicks on the next alpha. Yeah, I read that, eh? That is awesome. I have lockpicks in here too. I just have Kane's lockpicks at the moment. Which I think the version I had just looked like probably this. Maybe it's not working. Maybe I have to implement my own. Hey, whatever, there's code examples out there anyway. But yeah, lockpicks, because the arguments, I believe, for what I was reading was like, basically like, Joel didn't think it had any place in the game, because it didn't really like make the game any better. It just made it have something different. But then people were arguing about their own personal playstyles and arguing that, well, hey, like if I like to stealth through things and I've got to suddenly get up and smash a door in, then what's really the point of stealth? Oh, buzzards. Oh god, no. No! Swing that thing. This is what a new type of weapon is for, but I don't have it on me. You, just chill out there. Nope. I'm gonna end up walking into the water. Ah, there's a mo. Because we also added in a, nope. Ah! Okay. Why in the heck? There we go, that ought to work. You... Racuet? There it was. Racuet. Did I spell it weird? Racket block. There it is, right there. This just means that there's something here. Stop. Oh yeah, right. That's a quest, a special quest that... Yeah. Anyhow. We've added in rackets as well. So that in theory... let's just, you. Get out of my inventory. I've got a lot of weapons that I've either got models for or that I've got to add into the game. Some are added in, like the Thagomizer, so that's, you know, in there, and the Dark Mist Bat are in there. But I've got lots of axes and spears and things that I bought as, like, just 3D assets from either the Unity store or various 3D asset sites. So, yeah. So we will have some good things long-term too, but that was mostly when it was going to be a melee mod. But I still like the idea of having lots of melee options. Spears especially, and axes and hammers and such. Anyhow, this is a racket. It is meant mostly, it will be meant to mostly just take out. It's not going to be that powerful. This is that copy and pasted it from something else, so the actual damage and stuff is not actual at the moment. But in theory, you'll be able to pick these things off of, say, a wall or something. You're not dead. I know you're not dead. Off of a wall or something, and say like a garage. Oh, it's got terrible range though. I obviously adjusted that. Beat him to death with the tennis racket. Yeah. Pick it off the wall and use it to fight. That is sort of one of the premises that I'm going for, so... I don't know. Hopefully, I get it out there soon and everyone can see it. But, it's meant, ideally, it's going to do extra damage to vultures. Because, you know, we hate vultures. Yeah. So yeah, that's like a whole lot of stuff. Let's see if Dan is right, and let's exit this for a second. Go over to here, and I guess yeah, and go new text document and blocks.xml and delete. Boom. I know. It's okay. It's okay, game. I know what I'm up to here, mostly. Please, let me just do my own thing here. Configs. / close that. Good. Beautiful. So now we need to go into blocks, I guess, and find F gore block. Some kind. There's gore block animal, gore block human corpse. So, my guess is this is the one here. Core block human bones. Well, this is probably the one that I will use. The gore block human lootable. That looks like what I actually want. But for now, we'll just go with this one. And we'll see why it wasn't working. Now, I don't actually know if you can just leave these without like an append or a command, but it's not a big deal to just add a small little chunk of code. Get out of there, you. Append space. We'll just append nothing for now because we may not need to. And slash blocks. Save. If I have to come back, I can change it, but right now it's not going to do anything. I'll be doing a pass finally at the end and getting rid of all the unnecessary stuff, I hope. We'll see. There's a lot to remember. There's so many modlets. I've got like all of these different things in here. So lots of ones are guppies because I like lots of the stuff that he's got going on. Gotta add his car system in here too. And I gotta update actually all of these because I think he's fixed his light system a bit more. The random getter upper is good. The torch system I like as well. Got some headshot stuff that I've tweaked. Originally was helping Spider do one, but then there was some issues with vultures and stuff, and we looked at some other code, and I looked at their code and decided it wasn't very elegant, and so I changed it so that it was maybe elegant. It's just this tiny little bit here. I think it works. It seems to work. Like hitting those vultures wasn't very hard, so I'm guessing it's worked. I've got a thing for small-headed things because some of them are just hard to hit, and it's a bugger to do. So anyway, I got that in there. Okay, view, copy. We go back over to entity class, and I'm betting that this is wrong. Yeah. Save that. Okay, let's check that out. Everything is saved. Didn't change anything special. Because it's just an XML edit, you don't actually have to reload the whole game. So it's pretty cool that way. Oh, Mass Ninja 90. Hello, how's it going? Oh, thank you for the follow. You know, I gotta figure out why the heck Mixer isn't giving me like major notifications on my actual stream. It's kind of weird. I've got some people who on the Allied stream team who might be able to help me out on that one. But we'll see. All right, let's find some zombies. Let's I'm gonna go and I want to change the time of day again. Just at nighttime, the zombies will find you, and ideally, you will hit them in the head when they run at you. But if not, they will certainly swarm you. I don't know. That also needs to be tuned as well. Corpse block. Hello? No. But the loot. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe it goes away after they go away. Let's see if I can harvest them, because that's one of the main things I want the block there for. I was so annoyed when I heard they were getting rid of them. Oh yeah, spear tip. That's right. Is that? Why is that other blade tip not showing up? That's weird. Thought I added a special mod for something else. Down, boy. Oh, we have a gore block. Yes. Sweet. Now I think they have a timer on them as well, maybe? I don't know. So that they eventually decay too. So they can see up to 100 blocks in my game. So they can see you from a long way away, and in the day it's not a big deal because they're slow. Like this one probably knows I'm here, and she's just slowly making her way over here. But if this was nighttime, she'd be running at us right now. I'm also not sure if I should just make all the zombies jog during the day. Because I feel jog is not too bad. Like run is not so good. Well, I don't know. But of course nightmare is too much for vanilla. But yeah. But yeah, I think I want to integrate the loot back into these guys. So that, you know, you just sort of search that out, or maybe even add like a backpack to this. But I just hate the look of these things. Like they stand out quite well. Like yeah, that's obviously loot. It's big and bright. But on the other hand, it doesn't really fit the mood that I want to go for. So I don't know. I think the first version or two of my mod, it'll be, you know, different enough. But we'll see. But yeah, anyways, keep going from there. The terrain gore. Oh, the Terra gore. Yes, that's right. Because Cain used the terrain gore. I could get these maybe to decay into terrain gore. I wonder if that would be cheaper on the CPU or the GPU and stuff. So it would also be kind of nice because, but unfortunately it's not possible to do something, because what I'd like is, because you see how like there's just so little of this thing here, right? There's not very much, but for example, like when you hit the ground, well, slowly here, you'll notice that it starts to shrink, right? I'm sure if you've played 7 Days to Die, you've noticed this before. Unfortunately, I think they call it density. There it starts. So now the whole ground is starting to like go in. What I kind of want to do is something similar, but have it start off really small. We're just gonna get that off of us for now. Thank you. Trying to do some testing here, thank you. Yeah, definitely they know we're here. Yeah, I'd like it to be like just a tiny bit of that little gore, and then like, you know, if you were fighting on Horde Night and they were like piling up against your walls, like in the old, the problem with the old, like say Alpha 11 or 12 was it? I don't know, maybe 13, is the gore blocks, the terrain gore blocks would start to like just cover your spikes, and then they would like, you know, be able to climb like into your second floor or third floor balcony if there was enough of them. Which I liked in a way. It was kind of interesting. Kind of terrifying. You're not dead. There you go. So it would be cool if they could slowly fill up a terrain block. Like it would take, say, 10 corpses to fill up an entire terrain gore block, rather than, because like this is just a small amount of material, right? It's not like an entire, like if we were to go, I don't know if gore would work. Do we get that here? No. We'd have to go like dirt. Hello, dirt. Yeah, like if you were to go like that, you see how big that is? Like that's, the size comparison is just not really good. So it'd be awesome if you could, you know, one of these would just fill up a tiny amount of this. Because like, you know, each time, like I was saying, oh no, wait, let's take our shovel modifier and put the shovel modify. I don't actually know if this is going to work, because I don't know if I've rigged this up yet. But in theory, maybe? I don't, oh, maybe. But you see how it's shrinking? Swear to God, I will smack you. Take a shovel to the face. Like, I don't know, if one zombie could like be, whoa, okay, slow down there, slow. Could be this much, right? Because this is like probably the smallest amount. One zombie was like this much of the gore block. That would be perfect. And then the next one makes it a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger. That's my ideal, but I think that would require some SDX magic that I don't know about. Maybe it would work, maybe it wouldn't. Oh, hi Dan School, how are you? Chicken wings and yellow rice from Chinese place. Very nice, very nice. Nom 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 nom. You say no. I missed the context of your no. I'm sorry. Too busy just chatting. Is it because there's gore blocks? I don't know. Some people, it's one of those other things that divides people, right? Like gore blocks are a division for some people, but for my mod, trust me, it is necessary. I have a purpose for them, and it's there's actually a number of purposes for them. So if you were to get, oh, these are those special posters. Nice. From Zith, I believe. Radius and all. Now I've showed this off too a while back. Workbench, and we need not baking soda. That's, you can't cook with baking soda at all. That's a special secret for you guys to find later on. Oh, it's might be sodium bicarbonate, because too much science in my life. Sodium bicarbonate, water. Oh yeah, we also have is it pail? Bucket, probably. Got to change these icons. But yeah. It was that. And what's the other ingredient? Wow, it's been a long time since I worked on that thing. Well, we also need, just to speed things up, we'll get some of that. That. Oh yeah, vinegar. Vinegar. Vinegar? What's this one? Oh yeah. That's another little thing. We won't go into that either. Why is it not showing up? Oh, because it's acetic acid. Right. Right! Acetic acid. Where is that? Or it's not. Acid? Yeah, there it is. Acetic acid. Okay. That's what Darkness Fall did, but it was causing too much lag. Well, I don't know. Screw that. I like him. I need it for my mod. So if TFP would just, I don't get so angry at them sometimes. Like, just frickin' fix your dang game. Make it so that everybody can do things with it. People have different ideas. I know it's not their job to please everyone, but you know, I don't know. Joel is so damn stubborn sometimes. I mean, I don't blame him. Like, people have different thoughts on what things should be, but ideally here we can use, say, the hunting knife to go over to one of these gore blocks. I can't do it right now, of course, because we're not. Oh yeah, I've set that out too. This is a block that we've been working on, so you can harvest water by just putting it outside, and ideally it collects rainwater. I mean, it needs SDX to make it actually do it when it's raining, but that was done in Starvation a long time ago, so the code exists somewhere. Or it's a matter of just like looking up the variables and figuring out how to wire it all together. It's on my list, just it's not priority, but right now it's sort of a fully grown bucket, and it should have water in it, but apparently it doesn't. It's sort of a bugger. Anyways, you're supposed to be able to get water from it, kind of like the water cooler. Anyways, it resets, and you get more water. Okay, back to this. You're supposed to be able to, like, harvest these things. You see how there's bones in it. You know, you'd get bones for glue. That would be nice. But I also want to make it so that you could get the arm bones, which are the radius and the ulna, out of them. And you would take your radius and your ulna, and you would turn them. Oh yeah, we need some of those too. Bone dust. Oh, it's a chem station. It's been so long. Chem station. Because when you're making a world, you have to think about what you've done, what you've added to the game, and what the consequences of it are on the world. So by making zombies able to punch through steel, you need to think of what the heck that means for the world. What that means in my mind is that the arm bones of a zombie are so strong and resilient that they are able to punch through fucking steel. I'm really adamant about this. So, yeah. Might want to check the rain collector in Darkness Falls. Yeah, I could probably check that. I wasn't really going to try to check other people's code, but I might. It would speed things up. Running zombies during the day? No. Oh, yeah. No, I was thinking jogging, though. Jogging might be good. Or maybe just use the zombie trident's Morgrifier and make it so that they run a little bit. Not run, but jog every now and then. I don't know. We'll see. It's kind of nice in how it is in Ravenhearst when there's like sleepers or whisperers who will run with the rage mod and stuff. That's pretty cool. I like that. But I don't really want to copy them per se, so I don't know what I'm going to do there. Acid when you are rolling over here. Might want to check the code. Oh yeah, cool. Thank you. And Neta Awesome 8 for the follow. Sorry I didn't catch that earlier. I don't, for some reason, Mixer doesn't alert me when someone subs. It sucks. I don't know. Mixer must be getting pretty popular. I get more subs out of Mixer than I get them out of anything else. It's pretty cool. I think it was in that one. Okay. Then School says it's not just Joel's call. There are more than just Joel. Yeah, I know, but he's the face, and he seems to be the most, I don't know, adamant about it. I want to use the bucket as a day one helmet and tape a flashlight to it. All right. Not in version 1, but yeah. The problem with it is that you can't change the 3D models for the clothing yet, unless you sacrifice one. So that sucks, because it's kind of hard coded in. But maybe we can change the enum numbers or something. And oh, what was that class called? Character animator? I don't know. Maybe that can be done. Anyhow, so we take these things here: recipes, arm dust. And apparently you need fuel in there to break down stuff, so sure, let's do that. It's just, so what you do is you would break it down and you'd get this arm bone dust. And so let's say you've just broken down a whole crap ton of these radius and all that. Now I'm guessing, I don't know, maybe I want to build a special station for this. I don't quite know yet, because this is going to be like an end game block ultimately. It is going to be pretty powerful. Probably kind of like replacing what the stainless steel block was, which they kind of took out. Though I'll probably replace that with a titanium kind of block or some other kind of composite block, because that's more my thing. I need some fuel for that thing. Let's get some coal. Come here, you. We'll just fire this thing right up. There we go. 2,000 minutes. Yeah, then you could also take your bottled water and your sodium bicarbonate, and you mix that. Takes a little bit of time, but, you know, it works. And then, you would take your arm bone dust and mix it with water, but apparently don't have that skill, which is kind of funny. Oh, you mix it with the acetic acid. Okay, because what happens ideally is that the calcium in bone will react with the acetic acid, kind of like when you put an egg in vinegar, because it's, you know, the same thing. It'll pull the calcium out off of the proteins that are there and cause it to, yeah, you know, go into the saturate the liquid kind of deal. Yeah, so then I guess we, for some reason, need a skill for that. Didn't realize that happened. So, well, I'll have to add that to my list of little catches that need to be fixed. Oh yeah, I've also added a bunch of schematics for like almost everything, so you don't necessarily need to buy them. So I think I don't like that system. And I need to add in action skills. Maybe not for release version 1 or test version 1. I don't know. We'll see. Arm. Bone. Extract. So let's say you've taken your acetic acid and your bone dust and you get this arm bone extract. Then you take these two, which is, what is this guy? Arm bone extract schematic. Oh, I put a schematic in there. Well then. I just don't have a thing for it. Use that schematic. There we go, now we know how to make it. Good on us. That's going to be for the research part of the mod. But that isn't implemented yet either. Because I was thinking, like I kind of put this is sort of an endgame block. So I was like, I'll just get the first chunk of the game working really well. And then we'll get to the endgame stuff later because got a lot of stuff planned. So it's just all, you know, got to be added. Sodium bicarbonate. I'll just do a bunch of them. Okay, then you take those guys, recipes, and then you make this Zomzyme resin by mixing this sort of extract with the sodium bicarbonate. And as you know, like mixing sodium bicarbonate with acetic acid causes them to react and create carbon dioxide bubbles. So Zyme extract. I guess there must be, yeah, so the cube schematic and this. So we will read those schematics. And I don't know, maybe they didn't work. Did you work? Maybe that one doesn't work. I don't know. We'll go into it. At any rate, you then make that in here. It's a lot of chemistry, lots of steps, because like I said, I want this to be sort of tricky to find, but you should be able to find sodium bicarbonate and acetic acid as you're looting the buildings, where you would expect them to be, in the fridges and the closets. Not closets, cupboards, blah. Yeah. Could scrap batteries to get acid. It's a good point, too. Scrap batteries to get acid, yeah. Would be good. Instead of just getting lead from batteries, you also get acid. You should get also scrap plastic as well. I might edit the XMLs of batteries to see if get acid as well. Oh, you should be able to. I mean, that if you create a recipe for it and you include those things in the recipe, then you should be able to get them, to get that out of them. Oh yeah, and so I want to change how this last step works, but I'm not going to change it for this particular thing. And I also want to change the way this works, the way this cube looks, because right now it looks very solid white, like a bone, but not like enough like certain aspects of a bone that we want. Like it's sort of just this, it isn't uniform. Like if you were to look at it really closely, like you could see variations in the texture, but they're whitewashed essentially out by just the light. It's just, I don't know. But we've got new versions of it, different options for it. So it's just a matter of getting it done. I don't know. Some things just take a long time. So anyhow, if you haven't seen this before, it's like a very, very strong block. Can you still get stainless steel blocks in the game? What's the... I know you can't make them. Let's get rid of that. A lot of junk on my character. Too much junk. There's someone over there? That's the stainless steel beside me. And it is 10,000. Yeah. So these are supposed to be like really powerful blocks. Meant for the end game, meant for very powerful creatures. Undead creatures, other types of creatures that may come into existence as I, get the various versions of my mod built. So yeah. But that's that. So there you go. They seem overpowered right now, but of course, you need to go and harvest all the bones out of the zombies. and then you need to get the sodium bicarbonate, and you need to get the acetic acid. So you're not going to get like necessarily a whole lot of these things made. I don't know. I think it could be an interesting aspect, a little thing to add to the game. Yeah. You should be able to get acid from radiators. Radiators don't have acid. Radiators just have antifreeze, which is like polyethylene glycol. So, I don't know. It must be used for polyethylene glycol, though. I guess you could use it somehow in the winter biome for something. I don't know. Jog at you if they get below half points like Rage, but just call it Berserker Rampage. Yeah, I actually kind of like that. But I don't know if I want to fully implement it like in Ravenhearst. I don't know if I want to fully implement it like Guppy did. I don't know. That's more for playtesting and what people feel like, because I don't want things to go too poorly for people, but because I kind of want certain aspects to be like vanilla, but other parts to not be like vanilla. And like at nighttime, things are going to be quite different. We need one of those and a bat. Let's get the black. No, we had the black bat. Right now I've got this stuff installed too, but his mod isn't quite compatible with mine because of the way that... Oh yeah, here's the hunting knife spear mod, so we can actually take that too. Put that... Well, it seems like it's the same D-bat spear knife tip. Oh, it was that one. And then the Adreden one is... There's the dread tip. There's that one. Anyhow, baseball bat... We'll get the pine one. Oh yeah, there's also this guy and a pipe. Yeah. Well, let's put this one in here like that. Get rid of that guy. Get rid of this guy. This thing. Get out of my freaking inventory. We're not gonna show most of that stuff off right now. Thank you. Get out of here. Wait. Slow down. You might, no, you don't need that one. You only need one of those. Get out of here. Okay, now that we've messed everything up. You can, the iron pipes in this game now are all going to be this kind of iron pipe. So you can break down, maybe let's just, sink. Get out of here. Wrench. Give me a wrench. If you were to put down a fracking mushroom, put down a sink and wrench it, in theory you should be able to get, there it is, some pipes. My pipes. No longer the vanilla ones. Call the station with bone saw. Have it look like a giant furnace with a conveyor belt. You can turn on to grind the bones. Yeah, I want to build some more, holy crap, 8 pipes? That's got to be adjusted. That's a little bit high. Okay, anyways, you get short iron pipes, and then you can, and this way is a bit funny, because there's 2 different ways to do it. If you were to just pick them up by getting them out of that, like, sink. We gotta fix this thing first. Modify. Put that on there now, please. Thank you. And put you in my inventory. There, just in case. Yeah, so if you grab them out of a, like a sink or a toilet or whatever, they're gonna be this pipe, which I've changed all the recipes, I believe. Everything that needs a pipe, recipes, yeah, like, it's always my pipe now. And it works, it should work just fine. They're just like normal iron pipes, but you can also craft them into a fracking club. Because, you know, people sometimes smash things with pipes. And, yeah, so there's that. Let's get that out of here. Get out of here. But if you were to pick one up that was just laying on the ground, obviously I need to just tweak the thing a little bit. It's a little bit off. Then you just get a club. So if it's laying on the ground, you can just pick it up and it turns into a club. But, yeah. And maybe I need to also convert it back so you could make it just a normal pipe, too. Yeah. Anyway, we need to get a better version of that. Because there's also... pipe. This guy... This one should work. Let's say it gave us a level 2 one. You could also add some modifiers to that, such as the bent top. And there'll be more to come. It's just a matter of finishing them, doing them, tweaking them, adding the children in Unity to them. So it's a bit of work, but eventually it'll get done. I don't know. I've really had fun with this whole mod system. I really like it. So yeah, see how it all goes. Adreden, if you want me to get on and test it, you need to with the latest mods you have. I updated them, but I haven't zipped them into a zip file. I don't think, or maybe. Anyways, yeah, I will get them updated soon, Dan, and then you can hop on and try them out because I think it'll be fun. Excuse me. Let's find some zombies. Because in theory, this should be like Fennec mod death mode. A little bit. One thing I really liked is that... we need also some respirocytes, because we don't have enough. Let's just take the child's dose, because we don't want to get too crazy here. What's going on, phone? What is going on? Nothing time critical? Nope. There we go. So now we should have a bit better stamina. Yeah, I wonder where all the zombies are. Should eat. Let's just tweak that back up. There. Turn that off. Okay. So I don't know... So every one of these zombies that are in the area should be able to see me. Even if I'm not really close. Like, this guy can probably still see me. But he's going to come and rounding at me. So nighttime is a lot more scary. And if you don't have your headshots... Owie! 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 No! Down, you're going to be in trouble. Because, like I said, body damage is reduced. I think by, like, at least 50%. No! So, whilst during the day it feels wonderful to be able to just smash them. At nighttime, smashing them in the chest does a lot less. But if you are good at headshots, you'll win. Yeah, so I don't know. So this guy can see us because they got supervision. Eventually I want to tweak their vision system, but right now it's okay. For version not 1. Yeah, I know. There you go. That's like a preview of practically everything. Yeah. It's coming together. Just sort of final touches. Oh, there's an Arlene. Or a nurse. It's a nurse. See, that one can see us too. I've also tweaked the ranges on things. So zombies, like I said, they are kind of scary at night. Oh, that's a Joe. And a Yo. Nope. They have a reduced range because it reflects the actual distance of an arm, which gives you an actual advantage to having a weapon. And the longer your weapon, the more the advantage. Yeah, so I do like that a lot. Yeah. So nighttime, ideally it'll still be scary. Things are going to go through stages. Because ideally, I want them to be a little more difficult than this. Though, you know, it really depends on the player, right? Those of us who've been playing for thousands of hours are pretty good at headshots with a melee weapon. But those of us who are new to the game, maybe new to this mod, this whole thing will be... You'll have to learn how to do headshots, because it's the most effective way to deal with them. Bet you, if there's any zombies around, they'll see me up here. That guy can probably see me. Or very soon. He's gonna come running. Probably. From 100 blocks away. I don't know how many he is away, but... There we go. Now he can see us. So stealth, I do want to tweak the stealth system too. But at the moment it is not tweaked. Yeah, she can even see us already too. And this is one of the things I loved about Fennec mod, is that they could very easily, like, you could get swarmed quite quickly. Now I think what I might do is just increase the zombie spawn rate. Whoa! Because that is another thing that really would make it a lot more difficult. And by tweak it, I mean just like put up just a tick or a smidge. You know, one of those technical measurements. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, there's all of that stuff. That's mostly ready to go. It's just, I'm sure there's tiny little things that I've forgotten that need to be just sort of sussed out. If we go into editing tools, and we go here. Oh, I was testing out something yesterday. I was testing, someone asked if my ultimate horde, my ultimate endgame base still worked in Alpha 17.2. And it seems to work. Okay. So this is the editor, if you guys don't know. But I, changed things around, but we want to go maybe and just take a look at this base thing here. Load this guy, thank you. All right, so this is going to be one of the things that is more end game. It's going to be the giant factory that produces clones, and their clones are infected with the zombie virus. And there's going to be something in here that you're going to have to take out. I don't know, it's going to be one mission out of, ideally a whole bunch, but one quest, but it's, you know, a good start for my mod, I think. So yeah, this is going to be a logistics area. Those trucks are going to come in here and load, unload and stuff on this side, and go pick up clones or body parts on the other side, as creepy as that may be. You would call the pipe bat, because you can use it to melee. If that's what people think it's a better name, then I'm not opposed to changing it. Things are just named kind of however they're named at the moment. So, yeah. Do I have a flashlight on my head? Good. So this place during the day is oddly bright. I don't know how to fix this. Options, video, gamma down to default. That's one thing to do. Now this is a lot more creepy, but it's not so bad during the day because light seems to bleed through the structure, I guess? I don't really know how to fix it. Maybe more thickness? Some of the walls are too thick, like two blocks thick. Maybe 3 blocks would do it? I don't know. Anyway, these are supposed to be vats that churn out stem cells. These are all going to be female stem cells, and these are going to be male stem cells. And then we'll probably use some sort of CRISPR-Cas9 system to get various other genetic tweaks in and out of them, so that they can be tweaked into various lines for zombies, or for, not for zombies, but for clones, for people, you know, for medical reasons probably, originally. Get out of here. I think I gotta clear my throat. Yeah, and the same sort of thing with males. So you'll have like 3 different sizes, because there's generally 3 different sizes. There's the large males, there's the medium males, and the small skinny males, right? So, I don't know, just sort of a weird arbitrary thing I've kind of been working on. So yeah, there'll be a number of stations here along the way. And yeah, then there's that. This will continue on. Then there'll be a section over here that is all about quality control for testing either the organs. I mean, this was when it was like a running facility before this fall in the apocalypse, right? Quality assurance kind of over here, and then a warehouse and shipping over here. Come on, now let's go over here. H? Oh, I am flying. Yeah, and so a warehouse on this side with a bit of shipping going out that way. And lots more security and stuff, and then up top there will be much more. There'll probably be a few layers of building, kind of go up to the executive offices and the labs and stuff where they're doing research, and then I guess we have to go down. There'll be some stuff underneath here too, like a basement, a power plant probably over here, and probably some sort of controlling center. Okay, let's sneak through here at night, because I think it's pretty fun. We want to change the time of the day to, say, this time. Yeah, all this stuff broke, and so some of these ought to be turned on. And is there one still here? No, that got broken. I was going to put one of these in here, maybe right there. Turn that one on. Yeah, so there'll be some lights working. This area is going to be probably crawling with zombies. I've got to figure out how to do some zombie spawners and stuff out here, so that they're milling about. And, yeah, I guess you would sort of... H, F. Kind of sneak through here. There'll probably be lots of crates and stuff here with supplies, and then a bunch of tanks and stuff over here where you can't see. But it's a big, gigantic open area. And it's definitely... certain spots in it can be quite creepy. Especially, I'm hoping to make it filled with dread. It's going to be like a little clean room, and like disinfection room, and then you'll go into here, and to the main office. I'll put some doors in here, to the main facility here, which I think looks way better at night when it's creepy. This is going to be some kind of security office. You know, it'll overlook this main loading area. I'm going to put some of the CCTVs in here. If those work, CCTV? No, they're not seeming to work right now. I gotta figure out. Oh, here we go. You know, I don't actually know. I haven't really played with these yet. Camera. Small pipes. Oh, camera 1. Let's just try this. Ideally, it'll be something like this. And, let's say... you know, there'll be like a light, or like a camera. Maybe looking straight across this whole little area here. Maybe there. And now, how did this work? I'm a little bit forgetful about this. I think it was like, you take a wiring tool, and you just do that. And now it's turned on. Now it starts scanning. I don't know how, if I'm going to have too many of these in, because I don't know how performance killing this is going to be for people's computers. Like, I don't want this to be... I know this was going to work on my computer for the most part. If I start having problems, it's going to be unplayable for a lot of people. Oh, there it is. And then we disconnect. Then we switch it on. We probably need some more light out there. Something for it to see. How about we just put a light right there. Turn that one on. Go down here. This is going to be a little security checkpoint. Come on. Controller, go down. E. Well, ideally, this should work now. Could be rotating through things. Get off of my control here. H. Anyhow, the CCTV thing by Zith. Oh, it is working. There it goes. So it cycles through a number of the cameras, and we only have one camera at the moment, so that's why it's camera. This one, and let's go and put this here. No, we already did camera. No, camera 0, camera 2. Something I can get rid of here? I don't know. Put camera 1 there, and camera 2 can be like there. Now, I think these all have to be in the same chunk to work, but I'm not quite sure. Anyway, this, if you guys do want this particular mod, this is not mine. This is something created by Zith. And he did it in Unity, and it's just available on, you know, on his site, so... So... maybe? It's probably just too dark for most of these things. If we didn't during the day, probably see a lot more. Yeah, so now, during the day, you can see all the different things here. Except for there's no camera 4. But, when it cycles back over, come on, cycle! Oh, sorry, I am falling way behind on stuff here. You have a message in the description that says the Piper is calling, you can use this weapon to smash some zombie heads. Nice. And when you hold the pipe, it should also make a ding sound when you smack a zombie in the head. That'd be cool. Maybe, might be possible. Crawling with zombies. Whose side are you on? Just kidding. Making it easy would be silly. So let's prep for it. I don't know why this thing isn't like cycling through them more often. There's a bunch of modes, I guess. I'm not quite sure how to make it do all the things because I haven't really played with it a whole lot. I don't know. I'll be playing with it a lot more later. Anyway, the security office. Back to nighttime. And... but yeah, you know, I come in here and it seems pretty eerie. It's got some, like, nice levels of contrast, and I don't know, these lights are nice and spooky, so I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully it turns out well, but it's got a lot of work to do still, so I'll probably do some more work on this on my own time. Oh yeah, I added someone, was it Trekker? Said to add a light into the top of this one, and I think it looks pretty good. It's kind of, when you turn down the gamma though, it's kind of hard to see in through here though. But you should be able to see a zombie in there, but it's kind of hard to tell. I also tweaked the bubbles because they looked like the minimum size was too big, and so like as you walked away they would just be enormous, and it just looked kind of weird. So anyhow, that's pretty much all of that. Can we see you in here? There you are. I don't know, I'm continually trying to tweak a lot of things in the game because you know, there's lots to do. Anyhow, you should really put your phone on mute when recording. Pro tip. Okay. Well, normally it is. Normally the do not disturb starts at like 11 at night and goes until 7 in the morning. So, but I don't normally stream at this time of day. You have 5,000 hours and you're horrible at headshots. They wobble a lot, and they change the animation sometimes too. So it's kind of annoying. My head chopper base works. Me and Adreden proved that on his videos. Yep, it did work for sure. It easily survived the day 28 horde. Dan also says, Adreden Gaming for pics of my latest of a new base and farm. Look on Steam. Okay, cool. Yeah, I should check that out. Army Doc. Hi, how's it going? I don't think I've chatted with you in a while. Yeah, no, I think this place is looking good. Got some drains in, but there's nothing that they have to drain into. I'd be a lot further in this build, but when I tried to make the imposter blocks for this thing, it ended up breaking almost the entire thing except for the shape. It was not pleasant. I needed to basically rebuild it all. So, yeah, I don't know. Oh, it might be cool. I don't know if that would probably be too much CPU. It'd be kind of cool to have these show the zombie on the inside. That would be cool, but I don't think I'll do it. I also don't like... Now, this is a choice I don't... Now, I hate that. Like, makes this huge jumping sound, and it's just like a tiny little step up, right? This is going to be... I don't know. Because I really like the look of this. But, man, if you're playing this, and you're, like, sneaking... Are we flying? Walking? We can't crawl. We can't sneak right now. Anyhow, the idea is when you're sneaking, it won't make the noise. I hope, but I can't guarantee that. So I don't know if this particular type of feature will stay in the game. I like it, but man, it's so noisy. Like it's annoying for no reason. Like there's no reason for it to be that loud. You're not turned on. That's why you're not working. That's why the other one is so friggin' dark all the time. There we go. Let's put a little light right there. There we go. I don't know if that'll stay there. That's actually not too bad. It's really dark over here. So you're walking into darkness if you don't have a light. And beyond that door is really dark, which I kind of like. I kind of like that. And then, you know, get more contrast. Some light and some dark. I don't know. Lots to think about on that. There it is. Oh. It is working. But can't really see everything. Yeah. I'm just gonna catch up on chat here. Add more windows, problem solved. More windows for the light at night or during the day? We'll see. We'll see. At night, I guess it would work. At night or during the day, I don't know. I'm trying to make it kind of a scary place as well. Weird sound. I know there's no zombies in here. Anyway, yeah, so, okay, this is obviously... Oh, I'm not even facing it. Does it have to have light on it to show what it sees? Ah, I don't know, I'll have to talk to Zith about that. Yeah. Oh, that is so weird. It's not like a real TV. You actually have to be shining light on it to see it. Ah! It's like, what are they called? This one guy was trying to make this iridescent sort of based light system that basically used like the spacing between two different metal plates allows a certain frequency of light to bounce in them. And so if you're changing the size of them, you can actually control the color on the inside. And he was trying to do something like that, but of course it would require actual external light to illuminate it to provide the light frequency to the person seeing it. So that's actually kind of what this reminds me of a lot of, versus like I guess it would kind of be like a LCD that didn't have backlit LEDs. That's another option for this weird look. Okay. Anyhow, that's pretty cool. I like that overall. But I'm trying to think of, yeah, it'd be kind of cool to have it in one office or something where you could like see what was going on. But yeah. Anyways, more chat going on. Put a row of 10 gun safes on one wall for weapons room. I'll be happy. You might be happy. You might not be. We'll see how it goes. Can I paint the top of a normal block there to look like that texture? Unfortunately, I don't know where you are talking about. Whether you're talking about on these tanks here? Were you talking somewhere else? Not quite sure. Because the texture itself is actually kind of odd, because like if you're looking at it from the inside, there's no normals on the inside of that block, and so it behaves kind of weird. But you know, it's fine. All in all, it looks good from the outside, I think. Looks alright anyhow. Oh, I like it. I like it. The opacity might... I've been trying to tweak the opacity. It needs maybe something. And I don't know, DVAT did a really good job. Like, he spent a lot of time on these blocks. He got these little lines in here, all procedurally generated and stuff, so it looks like bulletproof glass. And yeah, no, it looks really good. And with the tweaking of these little bubbles so they don't actually get small as you walk away, that looks good too. Anyway, you might have the grating. Oh, the grating. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. You're saying something more like, do that, and then, where did I put the paintbrush? It's like in here. We would want to go... Oh, we actually want to get on the paintbrush. R, copy texture, and paint there. That's fascinating. So, maybe not. What about actual ones in it? It's gotta have that pattern in there, no? It just has annoying rust color? Not like the hex pattern? That's not cool. Yeah, there it is right there. Basic metal. Huh. I don't know how to add. I don't even know if it's possible to add without changing one of these ones out. If it's possible to add one of these textures. I mean, it's definitely doable if you want to exchange a texture, but without it, I don't actually know. But maybe that's not so bad either. Because I know people will get annoyed if you know, they're trying to sneak and you make that really loud noise, right? Like, that shouldn't happen. But I am not trying to sneak right now, and I can't because this is not creative. Oh yeah, another thing I was going to say was that... So, I mean, it looks good at night, but I'm trying to figure out ways to make it more interesting during the day, too. Because, like, not everyone's going to come here at night. In fact, most people will probably leave at night, because that'd be the smart thing to do. Oh, that's gotta be a frame. Yeah. These things are kind of frame killers. So I don't know. I don't know if 6 of them right here is a good idea. I might just go down to 4, or even less. I don't know. We'll see. Curtis Morris is saying, what else here? Yeah, so I tried that, and then you said it's using a type of portal technology to mimic screen. Yeah. Projecting the location onto the surface, but you have to illuminate the surface to pass light to the location. Oh, interesting. Yeah, who knows? I mean, I don't know if that's yeah. The reason why I'm a little bit not quite sure. People do portals kind of similar way in Unity actually too. You have a camera in a second scene or a location, and then you can have light going through there if the other light isn't. So I don't know if what exactly, or if you're making like a fun joke about it, like it uses portal technology and you have to shine light through it because there's no light, so you're actually like physically transporting light. Both are kind of fun. I like it both. So yeah, it's just that I know that there's the way in Unity to do portals is actually using cameras and 2D sheets or something, I think that's what it's called. Anyway, I haven't done it, so I just watched a number of tutorials on it. On the floor, why you step, yeah. So anyways, yeah, so that's an interesting idea. Doesn't quite look as good, but I don't know, maybe we'll figure something out with that one. Maybe there's a way to make a second type of block like this that doesn't actually have collision. That's probably the smart way to do it. Or movement collision, but actually has melee collision or something. That's probably the way to do it. But that's another block to add to the game, which, I don't know. Kind of works, kind of doesn't. I don't know. Anything anybody want to see? Or build, or do? I actually haven't gotten much modding done. I'm so busy, like, showing things off. Yeah. So what does it look like, the cameras in the day? Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Still needs light. Yeah, they obviously need to be adjusted so that they can be, like, lower down. So it seems like they're more showing interesting things. Yeah, I don't know. Because you couldn't see anybody's, like, face coming through there. So that doesn't actually exactly look like a proper security camera. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Anyhow, guys, that's that. So what do we want to work on? What do we want to work on? The zombie loot again? Maybe. But that's the gist of what I've been up to during the days. Instead of making videos, and that's what I've been doing. Alert box. Is that showing or not showing? Not showing. Showing. Weird. Do know. Yeah, anyway, guys, if you guys are enjoying the stream, hit the like button. It lets me know relatively how much people have enjoyed this particular type of content, because it's different than my normal content. Because normally I'm actually playing the game and not doing anything else. So, yeah. Shift Z and Shift Z and Alt G and L. No. Really? Just put that way over there, huh? The L is the wrong button. Dang it! Frack! Right, it's J. Let's try that again. Over here, I'll put that block back in. Alt G and all the way up and J. Did that work? J. Maybe it is the L button. There we go. It worked this time. There. That's better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's about right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Beautiful. Looks like I'll probably have to end my stream soon. Seems like people are probably going to be coming home soon. But it's kind of been fun being able to chat with new people and show people what I've been up to. Because it's... Oh, wait a second. We didn't want to do that. We wanted to use the other command. Alt G, shrink, and then we want to bring it up. Right to there. There we go. There. So these pillars are going to be here to support... I've got to figure out exactly the amount of support I need, but of course, if we want to go up, we need to hit the H button. And the Q button. But yeah, up here, like I said, I want to make some sort of skyscraper, but not really, like maybe 5 stories, with each story getting smaller, you know? Thanked artist. Hi, how's it going? Yeah, you're a little bit late. Everything will be, if you want to see what I've been up to, it'll be on Twitch for like a day or two, or no, I guess it's 6 days or something. I don't know. I gotta learn more about Twitch, honestly. But it'll be on YouTube forever, as far as until they kick me off the platform for I don't know, whatever annoyance they have of the week is. Go down, please. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go Shift Z, and then I'm gonna just move that up so that I can see it. There we go. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that one. So that is, I'm just gonna mark this location. That is where that pillar is. Now, the structural support on this is not good at the moment. Like, it should just barely support the weight across here. So I should probably put another type of column somewhere over here along the way. We'll kind of see. I think it would be kind of nice because during the day I kind of want this to feel, I don't know, interesting but open, but also in sections kind of claustrophobic. I don't know. I've never really designed anything quite like this before. It's got a different feel to it. I mean, like a castle is one thing, you know. This is quite different. Yeah. So. And then, of course, somewhere over here, there should be... I don't know if I want to do it like... This is sort of the stuff I'm doing on my own time, more so. I hear you, telephone. Zip it. Is there... And then, I kind of want to add like an entire wall here, so that this whole like section here is just about testing stuff. But I don't know, maybe it's too big? I don't know. It's, you know, I've got to invent a whole like lore kind of for this thing here. I don't know, somewhere around there, and then down. And we'll just check to see how far this goes over here, because I don't want it to break this walkway apart. So this over here, 1, 2, good, and L. So now that's a nice big wall. And click off that. There, now this whole side is essentially walled off from the other one. This also would create a lot of support for the building that's going to be on top. And then, of course, we need to figure out some fun ways to make this come in and out of the building so that, you know, so that the player has some good times of, I don't know, figuring out where to go or what to do. The POI builders are, you know, I got new respect for them. It's quite the thing to do. So yeah, so probably this week I probably won't do an early morning stream of me modding this thing again. Not likely anyway. I'll probably just keep on doing Ravenhearst until people are sick of it and move on. I played a bunch of Ravenhearst today to get up to another spot, and I think I'm all ready to... I got back home, gathered a bunch of materials, should be ready to make a bunch of mods tomorrow, so should be doing that. Which is good. Oh, I'm sorry that, guys. Scratching my neck and then my hand hit the mic. Anyhow, that's that. So I can't actually see where this is, so... Yeah, I don't know. I've been watching lots of videos on level design. There's lots of things to keep in mind, so... You know, I think what I'm going to do is kind of design the flow of the factory first, and then gamify it a little bit, though I don't necessarily like doing that. It's just that's not really how I feel games should be I don't know. I like them to feel natural. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyhow, I should probably end the stream. I think it's showed off everything. I've talked a lot. People will be home soon. And I could probably get a little bit more done if I wasn't just chatting. So anyway, it's been fun, guys. Thank everyone here that subbed to the channel in one location or another. And yeah, I'm hoping to get this thing all up and going. I'll probably leave this whole POI out of the testing at first because it's just not as relevant to that, so we'll see. Yeah. Okay, guys. If you guys enjoyed the stream, hit the like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. And I will see you in another video. Yeah. Video, stream, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Cool. I'll probably move this though. Okay, guys. Thank you all. And, oh, Dan is saying thanks for the stream, and don't forget to hit the like button. Indeed. Okay, bye-bye, guys.